I guess we can do that next time.
Well, you learn on the fly, so
Yeah.
it's not like we had any formal training.
Probably shouldn't have it.
Hey, if anybody comes to the
Might be it.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Lake Show 2.0 here at Stable Winery. Friday night lights upon us, where the Pymatuning Valley Lakers will be taking on the St. John Heralds.
Yes.
So we'll get into that a little bit later. And for now, we have two special guests from the Pymatuning Valley cross country team. It's going to be Justin Summers and Jacob Dean. Come on up. How's it going, boys?
And that's real applause, you guys. That's real applause. Welcome, guys.
So, cross country, how's it going?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good.
We have 6 people on the team.
Yes, six guys and 3, 4 girls?
3 girls.
Yeah.
So you guys have ran cross country since junior high or high school?
Since junior high.
8th grade was my first.
I've been doing it since 7th grade, so I've been here a while.
And you still go out and run ridiculous miles and
Yeah. Summer, I was doing 50-mile weeks for like a month straight.
I know I actually see you quite a bit coming up to
Yeah,
the
we
school.
avoid you guys.
Yeah.
So as far as personal best, how are you guys doing on track with that? Have you beaten your personal best from last year?
Not quite yet.
About how close are you?
It's kind of off. My fastest PR ever was like a 18:07.
Yeah.
6 flat for 3 miles. It's pretty good.
That's like
Yeah.
5:45 or something for 3.1 miles.
Yeah.
I think mine would be 35 minutes and some odd seconds.
My best that I've ever done is embarrassing, but you know what? I'm a 40-something-year-old man. This was like about 12 minutes a mile. So
That's not bad.
it's not bad.
When you say it like that,
It's not good.
When per mile, that
Now-
doesn't sound as bad.
Now it's like 19.
Yeah, no,
So
I haven't. I'm not going to find out. So, good job, guys.
Yeah,
Way to
yeah.
go.
well, you guys definitely, you're the elder statesman of the team. Obviously, you guys had a lot of loss over the last couple years. Some
Yeah.
really good
Yeah.
runners, both of which you guys are related to. So, but you guys are kind of taking the helm of the team this year, and you guys started off at the your first meet was the
War on the
War on
Shore.
the Shore.
Yeah.
Why that
I
escaped me
mean,
for a
it's
second.
a brutal meet.
We'll talk about it. So, because with cross country, every race is different.
That one is like incredibly hard
Yeah,
because
it's
you
bad.
start out and you're running on sand for like a quarter mile and then it's just hills for the rest of the time. And if you know anything about running on sand, it's hard because your feet don't stay still. They just
It
you're
takes,
planning and it's just moving all over and it's really bad.
takes a lot of ankle support, and
Yeah.
muscle and stuff just to get past the first quarter mile.
I know my first 2 years of high school that I ran that I didn't even finish hardly because it was tough.
So, and if I remember
Absolutely.
correctly, you come from the beach up to the
Yeah.
hill.
Yeah, the massive Lake Shore Park Hill. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's just bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even a Baywatch moment, running in the sand. 'Cause-
No, everyone just looks like they're bear
There's
crawling.
nothing attractive about it. It's just,
See, I like that.
yeah.
No. So George mentioned you guys both had brothers that were runners as well, and they're off in college.
Yeah.
How did their work ethic or their success impact you guys as runners?
Well, Austin, he's very dedicated to this stuff. Even when he knew that he wasn't always gonna be the best or win all the time, he'd always go 50-mile weeks at these insane paces that I had no chance of keeping up with. But he's he would go, and then I'd be like, well, now I feel like I have to go. And,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there was a bit of accountability based
Yeah.
on what he was doing.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what big brothers do.
So how about for you, Justin?
Well, when I was a freshman, when Mason was a senior, he was. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know what he trained half the time, but I know he was really fast, and my whole motivation for most of high school has just been just beat his time so you can brag about it to him.
Yeah.
Just hold it over him for the rest of his life.
So with that, have you guys kind of implemented the same feeling on the younger guys on the team? Like, hey, this is what I got. Come beat my time.
It's tough because these freshmen, they're inexperienced and
Mhm.
they have a lot of energy. Like you can tell they want to run fast. It's just they don't have the same amount of years or
like knowledge
amount of
and, like,
endurance
how
that we do.
to do the sport the right way.
So are you guys kind of helping them out, trying to
We're
find
trying
that
to,
way?
We
yeah.
try.
Good.
Like,
So how have you guys, from your freshman year till now, understood how to pace yourself? Like, what are the things that you guys have done for yourselves to kind of implement, good running practice, and then also to pass it down to the younger guys?
it's just like, well, I remember, I don't know if it was sophomore year or whatever, when we would get up like at, I don't know, 5 a.m. and run before school
Yeah,
started.
there were a couple practices
Yeah.
where we just had to do that.
And we just had to do it, We knew that in order to be like good, we just needed to keep going.
Yeah.
So I think that those are great examples to show the younger guys. Like, man, these guys are getting up 5 a.m., getting to it, going to school the whole day, and I don't know. Would you have practice afterward too?
Sometimes we do like
Sometimes
an
we would.
easy run afterwards.
Yeah. So I think your work ethic is the example.
Yeah,
Not even having to be vocal with anybody or this is what you have to do, but just having those underclassmen see what it takes to be successful.
Yeah.
I think that's great leadership and a good example.
So both your brothers are running in college. Mason is at
Yeah, he's at
Mount
Mount
Vernon, and then where's Austin?
Mount Union.
Mount Union. Okay, so 2 mounts.
Yeah.
So, do either of them race against each other?
Laker 5K for the past 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, at that 5K, they raced against each other. At college, though, I don't really know if they see each other. I'm sure they would.
College meets are different than high school
Yeah.
meets because high school meets it's like every Saturday for like 10 weeks. College is like I don't know, 4 or 5 meets over the course
Yeah.
of 2 months.
Okay.
And in high school, it's like, our meets were around here, but in college, I know like Mount Union goes down to like Tennessee at times.
Yeah, they
Okay.
go all over.
So is that an aspiration for you guys, like to move on to the collegiate level and try and run?
I plan to do like track in college. I'm not like a huge cross country guy. I'm more of a track guy.
Yeah, and
I'm not
How about
gonna
you?
lie. I see how much my brother trains, and I'm like, my legs are gonna die if I keep doing that.
So Jacob, you mentioned track, and I know this. We introduced you guys as cross country, but you guys are both track guys, right?
Yeah.
And that was something I noticed that when you and your brother, when you would run the same race, I even commented to my wife, it's just random. I think it was at Grand Valley. We're walking out, and I was like, those Dean boys can run.
And
Like, and you guys always seem to be together, and I think I love it. I have a brother as well.
Yeah.
And, just having that camaraderie and being able to share that together and try and push each other. I thought
We definitely pushed each other a lot
Yeah.
in like the last 3 years together. It's good
It's
though.
just something about running with other people that just makes you want to go faster.
it's a very communal sport. Even that's why you see a lot of people doing it into their 70s and 80s because it's something you can share with other people. So, what do you guys see yourselves doing? Is it something you guys see yourselves doing after
Yeah.
college or throughout college? Or?
I definitely see myself becoming like a casual runner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing like 50, 40-mile weeks all the time. Be doing like casual runs here and there.
like
Like
5Ks or
3-4 miles.
Like
Yeah.
to stay in
Okay.
shape and stay fit and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's good for you.
Yeah, I've only done a couple, but 5Ks probably where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Especially now. Nah.
I had my period of my life where I had the runner's high for like 3 years.
I don't even know what that is. That's probably why I
So-
don't do it anymore.
I could explain it.
So the runner's high, explain it.
Pretty much, a runner's high is just you just feel like you just have to run. Like
You just feel good.
sometimes, I've had a few times where I've been planning to only run like 4 miles, and then I just go like 8 out of nowhere. There was one I was going to do like 9, and then I just decided to go 13 out of nowhere. that did not feel good after.
Well, I give you a lot of credit for doing so because I think it would be like, oh, I'm gonna go run 3 miles today, and then after one, I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna do
One's
that.
good too.
So do you guys have aspirations to maybe do a half marathon or a full marathon anytime
No.
soon? I know you said it's not really your bag,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
I wouldn't mind doing a half mile. I mean, a half marathon at least some point in my life. Probably not anytime soon, but like,
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
For on long runs, longest run I've ever done is like 14 miles.
Okay.
But that wasn't like fast. Like I see the guys that run half marathons. I'm like,
Look,
they're crazy.
There's
Us-
a reason
us
they're
old
called.
guys.
There's a reason they're
Yeah.
called marathons.
You know what? I will tell you, in that period of time, I ran a half, and my toenails fell off. And it was really weird. You guys have had that happen?
Yes, that has
I've
happened.
felt that before. It's
Like
terrible.
they're talking like 45-degree inversion. So where you have to like pop the blisters, and I'm not supposed to do that. But have you guys had that happen?
I don't
not,
think like
not that extreme.
not to that extent, but
Sometimes,
Because you
like,
guys are well-seasoned runners, so
Yeah.
of course.
sometimes if you run too far, you get heat spots on the bottom of your feet. It hurts, but it's not like that.
Right. No, and never again. So sorry.
All right, so I have another question then. Preference of shoes, because
Yeah,
obviously
there you
that
go.
going on. I mean, what do you got? Is it a big deal? Is it not? In your
huge.
opinion?
It's a
Yeah.
huge deal.
All right,
So
so
what kind of guy are you?
I'm for like longer distances, like cross country. I'm a Hoka guy, like Clifton,
Oh, okay.
9s and 10s. But for track, I like the Nike Elite shoes, like the Dragonflies and Vaporflies and stuff.
you in the same boat?
No, I'm an Adidas guy.
Yeah?
Not Adidas.
Not Adidas.
Asics. Yeah, Asics guy.
Is that for strictly for track or for both?
That's for both, but mainly for cross because cross, you're running so far, you have to have all that extra cushion. The thing about like the Nike shoes, they're like really flat and they're really fast. So track is all about speed.
Yeah.
Do you guys care what color shoes you guys ever get? I
Right.
know it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
I prefer like neon pink
Yeah.
and green.
These
and
flash.
stuff.
Yeah, I like
I like
that.
the
By the
flashy
ti- by the
stuff.
time-
I'm with you.
Yeah.
By the time I get my shoes like well worn, they're already torn apart, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but that's tough too. Nothing like a rugged runner. You finish, the
Just
race
showing up
and
like,
you're,
what's up, guys?
you're on
Like,
your bare feet.
is that
Yeah.
is that duct tape on your shoe? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I just got these 2 weeks ago.
Just earlier today, he was talking to me about becoming barefoot runners and trying barefoot running one time.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh,
before.
have you
It's
guys
like-
tried the barefoot shoes at
No,
all?
no.
No, not at all.
Actually, I have a pair of barefoot shoes, but I've never ran in them. I don't imagine
That would hurt so bad.
I know. I can.
You do it a few
can imagine
times
either
though.
way.
It'd take a while for your feet to get used to it.
I think the Liver King. You guys know who the Liver King is?
Oh, I see.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think he runs barefoot too.
I bet he does. Yeah.
Maybe nothing to do here with all the cinders and the stones and
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
I'd be doing all
under
that.
the pavement.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
I know. So what type of runners are you guys like as far as weather wise? You guys like hot or do you like the cool weather?
Like low 60s, low 50s, like that's perfect.
It's perfect for you.
Cloudy, like not too sunny,
Overcast.
no breeze, like that's perfect.
Like where you would be cold, just like standing around in a tank top and shorts, but like when you're running, it's perfect. Yeah.
The thing about like when it gets super hot up here, the air's just so thick when you're running, like you feel like you can't breathe.
One more thing. You guys have anybody you want to shout out on the team?
On the team,
Yeah.
definitely Martin.
Yeah.
Definitely Martin. He's the I don't know if you know about him, the new foreign exchange
Yeah,
student.
he's from Poland.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
from Poland. He's put in a lot of work in
Yak Shamash, Martin. You know what that means.
I don't.
I don't know.
Good. I'm glad he does.
Yak Shavisha.
Anything you guys know?
That's something he can tell you guys.
Yeah, he'll tell you
We're not
guys.
going to interpret that one.
Need a translator.
We'll get it when we come back.
Oh, you will.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Good job, Jake.
Keep it up. And yeah, just keep bringing these younger guys along. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey,
Will.
bring it home, man. Do well. Get the sectionals and on the regionals,
Got a
right?
big meet coming up. Tomorrow. It'll be fast.
So can people come out and watch you guys?
Oh yeah. You can,
We run at
9:30, something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, at Cardinal High School, and it's a really good course. So hopefully,
Okay.
if you come, you'll see me and him Hopefully he's speeding through that.
There you
I
go.
hope so.
Laker Nation, Cardinal High School, 9:35. Get out there about 9:15. Support these guys and the rest of the team. So,
All right, thank you
thanks,
guys.
fellas. Jacob Dean, Justin Summers.
All right.
It's great to have those guys on there. Cross country is one of those sports that is an absolute rule. And, you know, as much as you have to love running to do it, it's still a bear when you're in the thick of it. So,
I would in no way would ever want to do that, but I do have the utmost respect for those guys because it is, like you said, it's grueling. Like it's just, you're just, well, I couldn't do it.
you only get better by running.
Yeah,
And
and
so-
that's, yep, you have to, and the dedication, you know, I wasn't playing around. Like I would see Justin all the time, Zach trying all the time.
I think Zach's still running.
He's
like the Energizer Bunny.
But the amount of time that these guys put in and knowing how difficult it is, you have to respect it. Whether you like it or not, you have to respect it.
Absolutely. I remember the days, you know, my son Leighton was running across, and you hear the door slam at like 5:45, 6 a.m. Like, what's that? Oh, he's going for a run. So, runners,
Keep doing
much
what you're doing.
respect.
Yep,
Much
absolutely.
respect for that.
So with that, we're going to move into our other featured sports guest, and we'd like to welcome Grant Corson of the Pymatunny Valley Laker High School boys team. Grant, come on down.
Pick a side, whichever side you have. Whatever's your best side, right?
We'll slide over for you. You can slide over. You can put that on.
Love the hair.
Grant always
So-
looks good. Yeah, let's be honest. All right. That's why we asked you to be on the show. You always look good.
Perfect.
So, Grant, you are a junior, but not quite. Is that right?
It's about
Okay, so can you elaborate a little bit on that for us?
so I'm supposed to be graduating class of 2027. However, school's not too much fun for me, so I'm
And
trying
you're
to
done.
graduate this year,
Yeah.
2026.
Okay, so how many guys on the team have been like, Grant, don't do that?
Just about all.
Just about all of it, and it's no wonder why they do because my son plays, my nephews that play. I've gotten to see you play over the last few years, and it doesn't surprise me they want you to stay on the team. You are the foundation of the team. You know, so even though you're not the senior, you're the senior, and you can really tell. So it's been kind of a rough road for you guys. You know, having the club team and really coming up, putting the work in. And now you guys are really competitive. So what do you attribute that to?
Our coaches we have had a couple rough years to start, and then it started getting better because we got our coaches that stayed there and didn't give up when it was rough.
So how long have you been playing? I mean, I know, but folks at home, they're dying to know.
So obviously high school 3 years, but in total, I think about 13.
Yeah. No, I can remember you and your brother running around, little tykes.
So you started through the WASP program.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very good. So I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot. So who are your favorite teammates
Well,
and why?
I love having my co-captains because they really help. But I love having that tall kid up front, Garrett Gray.
Yeah.
He's always open. He's not the fastest guy, but he's always open.
And he's got the left foot.
Oh yeah.
I think he's the only one on the team. And you. I'm sorry. Yeah, you two are. So okay, I see.
buddy.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna ask, so with being a lefty, do you get a natural tail to your kicks? Like you would, like most left-handers, like say baseball players,
Right.
they have a natural tail to their throws. Do you have the same thing?
I did. Yeah, you had to learn to control it. Sometimes by accident, and you'll still see one and hit right, left, or goal, and your teammates aren't very happy with you after that. So you're swinging it.
Well, I can't imagine they're too hard on you. I don't know. Maybe. Are they?
It depends because they already not supposed to be taking shots from defense, but
Hey, listen, I've already seen you put a few in. Just keep doing what you're doing. How about that? All right, don't listen to those guys.
So where's the furthest you've shot from?
I think about 40.
Okay.
And that one was in Jefferson, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yep.
I remember that. We had a highlight of that on the
On the show.
It was a nice shot. It was a good placement, man. That was like,
Oh yeah, nobody likes it. Nobody likes it when you shoot unless you score.
yeah.
I try.
So, how do you feel about the team this year? Where do you see the improvement from last year, and where do you see maybe you guys could take it to the next level?
Well, I just feel like our record doesn't represent us very well. I feel we are amazing this year, but we just can't get anything to connect when we're in those games. But so our record really doesn't represent us very well. But I do believe we are a lot better than last year. Last year we were a little rough, but I think it's experience. We were a team full of sophomores last year, and second year in, nobody. It was a little rough.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and kind of add to that. You can tell you guys are playing a more controlled game, but much faster. You guys are looking to pass. Like you can tell that there's more. It's more methodical than it was in the past. Where it was like hurry up and get it down the field and try and score. Where you guys are mentally attacking on the offensive side and really thinking through what you're supposed to be doing and trying to execute. So, yeah, you hit it right on the head. Like your record does not reflect because. But that first game I watched you guys, I'm like, and from top to bottom, the improvement. And me and Mr. Sharp were talking about it last night. Watching you guys fly around. Didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but regardless, Leland Cook is a guy that I think of. David Sharp is another one. And I think those two for me really stand out where Leland was aggressive, but now he's aggressive with confidence.
Yeah.
And he does very, very well on the defensive side of the ball.
I think he might have been, I don't want to say misplaced, but a little misplaced last year. We had him playing offense, and I don't think that was his spot. And now that we have him back at defense, he's really helping the team.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
And sometimes that opens up the offense for other guys with their skill set. Obviously, somebody with a left foot. It's not like your typical like striker or midfielder there, but no, I mean and that's great intuition on your part to understand and know that. So, but you know what? For you guys, you mentioned obviously not getting all those victories. You guys have a lot of draws, which those are one or two plays, goals away from obviously having a much different record. You never want to peak early, so maybe this is the time where you guys start learning how to get those victories. How many games do you guys have left?
Not as many as I'd like to have to get that record back up, but it's enough to give us a winning record. We have 5 losses right now. We still have enough to make our record winning. So.
And what about tournaments? Like, you guys do sectionals?
Yeah, so tournaments are later on in the fall, and how many games are in tournaments depends on how many wins you have.
Okay.
But tournaments are always usually rough for us. We always get put in with teams that are hard right off the bat.
And I know it's difficult. You and I spoke about this briefly. Badger, they're a top tier team, and they're tough, and they're very good at what they do. But for you guys to go play against them and kind of get firsthand what it is to play against that type of opposition, to me, it felt. The following few games after that, you guys turned it up a notch. Like you kind of felt like where you needed to be against that team, and even though it was rough, you came out the following match, and you guys took it up a level. So I can't brag about you guys enough because I kind of saw, like you had mentioned earlier, saw where you came from with the club teams, and then you guys, it was made official. And that was a big year. That was a big year for you guys to be made official. And then to see the team go from that to where you guys are now, you're confident. You guys work well together, which is nice to see. And obviously, if you guys are all friends on the team, I know that helps as well.
Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
You got the softer hair.
Oh, he does.
Like let turn to the side. Let the
Yeah.
yeah. That's like soccer hair.
Starts to drip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Whip-
am I allowed to say
whip
either?
that around.
I'll never say that again. Don't worry about it.
So, do you guys have like a particular like goal set, a celebration, like when you score? Are you guys allowed to do that?
You got way too humble.
Yeah, it depends on the ref, but from what we see, other teams they celebrate way more than we do, and
Like it's their first one.
like you said, we're too humble. I think we need to celebrate more as a team. It'll get us uplifted a little faster, but we're just
Fist
humble.
bump. It's
Just
just
run back, smile a
they
little bit.
take the act like you've been there before to
Okay.
a whole other level.
Yeah,
It's like it goes in.
Like
Head
you're
down and jogging back.
like you're in a
the other way.
boardroom, okay?
You
Fair
got it.
enough.
Regardless, it's exciting either way. You know, I love watching you guys play.
Definitely is. So, who do you guys have next?
Matthews. It's Monday.
Okay. Now, is that a home game, or are you guys going there?
It is a home game. We played them very beginning of the season. So we're playing home now. 5 o'clock.
Do they have a miniature field, like they have a miniature basketball gym?
I'm not sure.
That's
There's their
a
field.
trick question.
Oh, yeah,
That's
don't
fine.
even answer it. He's trying to rope you in. But so, how did that matchup go in the first half of the season?
No shade towards Matthews, but I do not think they're that well put together, and I definitely think we could have beat them by a lot, and we didn't. But I think we can have it this time. We're at home. We don't have a bus ride to deal with. We aren't getting tired after the bus ride. We're already here. I think we have a good chance.
You've spoken like a true professional. You got to factor all those things into the mix. So. Do you guys get a lot of support from the student body? It's your time to petition.
I think that the players on our team get a lot of support from the students, but not the team as a whole.
Okay.
I think being that we have multi-sport players throughout our whole team, all the students are just all excited to watch players play, but
Hey,
nobody's
man.
really supportive of the boys team. So
Well,
You know
need
what
to
though?
change
If
it.
they're
Come on.
if they're there though, I think it's a good opportunity for you guys to show them why they should come back.
Absolutely. Start with the celebrations, you know, and that'll get people talking. It's like, hey, Grant's got this pretty sweet backflip, dolphin kick sort of celebration that he does. You gotta see that.
boy, that's a lot of work.
Hey, man, you gotta get him one time. And you get him hooked.
I
Right?
could try.
Without an injury.
Yeah, right.
Without getting injured.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Well, thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate you taking the time and hanging
Good
out
luck.
with us.
I hope that you guys do
Hair
well.
gel.
Hair gel? No, man. I love that. Play off the words.
Thank you.
All right, got some very personable guests today.
No, they are. They've been great.
So we're halfway point of our show.
We're at the halfway point. You know what that means? It's time to talk football.
Football?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let's start.
Let's go.
You go first.
What am I doing?
I really don't. Whatever you want to talk about. I think we got these people who are eager for the. Do they want it?
Yeah, they want
They
it.
want it.
Yeah, but they gotta come and get it.
What do they have to get?
They gotta get the W at the bullshit, man. Are you speaking of our counterparts already?
No, no.
We're saving that.
We got a little something special for our YSN brethren. We know you guys are watching, so we got something a little bit special for you.
So let's go ahead and talk about the Heroes first.
There you go.
Much improved team. I will definitely say that. The yardage, moving the ball through the air pretty well. Ground game has gotten better. And I don't. This is not to dog them by any means. I don't know that it will be enough for tonight. What I do know is that the Laker defense is extremely displeased with themselves and with what happened last week. Regardless of the big win, it was too much.
I think they had a wake up moment. it dropped, what, 65? You put a 65 burger up on a team. It doesn't feel so good when, you know, you give up 35.
Right.
And I know for us, the game was in hand early, but it just felt like we should have put the nail in the coffin in the first
Should've
half.
buried it. So a lot of credit to Matthews for
Absolutely.
you know, playing hard and sticking it out.
Well, and you know what? And that's the thing. Like, now you got 2 weeks in a row where we've played teams with superb quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Miller over at Valley Christian, Dion Miller, and then you had Ryan Brubaker last week. Both tall quarterbacks. They have escapability. They can throw the ball. They just didn't have anything else. So, and then you mixed in the Lakers D. The D line is just ferocious, man.
It is.
You know, we're in the backfield all the time. And I think that helped obviously create chaos. But you gotta put a full game together. And I think that, you know, we were happy, everybody was happy, but
Yeah.
you go to the sidelines after game, it wasn't a joyous celebration.
It really wasn't. It wasn't. Had you showed up at the end of the game, you probably would have thought that we had lost. So
Fair enough.
holding themselves to a higher standard, I have to agree with them. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You set the expectation. Now you got to live up to it. So,
Right.
but I think St. John is going to be the ones that kind of have the hammer fall because of it. To be honest.
Yeah, you know, and it's interesting because you have, you know, the other side of the coin. They come in thinking we got a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, and watching some interviews last night, they do.
Yeah.
You know, you got a couple of players there, leaders on the team. You know, Bobby Chenault and Donnie Crawford is saying, you know, hey, we know we have to be more physical. I think there are a couple of quotes where they're a bunch of farmer guys. They're tough and they're strong, but it's going to come down to who can be more physical will win. They're a very tough team, but we're due. We're going to run and block a lot, and we're going to bring it to them. So you have a team that, you know what, they're hungry,
Yeah.
and they do have some playmakers. I don't think it's enough, but I see a team that if we open the door, this could be a very strenuous night. But I don't think that's going to happen because I think it's just like when you get scolded by your parents when you're young or at their age. You don't let that happen twice. I just don't see it.
I don't either. And can I just clear the record? There are no farm boys on the team. There's our quarterback is a brother to a farm boy,
Right.
but he's never on the farm. I always thought that was funny. Like a bunch of farm boys. I think there's two. I mean,
Yeah,
in,
you're
in
right.
general, like
I-
that don't even play.
You're right.
But
You're right.
regardless, I take it as a compliment. Farmers work harder than most people,
You know
so
what? I don't know. You just see a lot of corn surrounding us, so they might assume that
there's a lot
obviously
of
it's
corn. And I'm just playing around. Like there really aren't any, but I had to throw that out there.
No, and obviously,
And I love it when people say that.
you know, that's the perception. Okay, you know
But
what?
it's fine.
We've got a bunch of Dollar Generals. You've got, you know, a
They do
sprinkling
too.
of
I've
other
been
things.
buying them.
Yeah, so you know what? We're all one and the same. It's just
I love that. And I love that.
take notes.
Take notes.
Good,
I love it.
good journalist. No, but you do have a Herald's team that they are run heavy and they pass when they can. In the past, they were focusing a lot on the pass, and I think that they realized that they've got some strong kids who can kind of create for them. But again, I don't see it happening against this team, against our offensive line, against our defensive line. I just think you might be able to stick with us for maybe a quarter, maybe heading into halftime, but I just don't see the second half voting well. I think the wheels fall off fairly certain after the second quarter.
And especially after being reinvigorated, taking, like you said, getting scolded, and all right, I'll show you. So absolutely, we'll see if they come out, play with a little fire under them. And
It's you know, you never want it to take your opponent for granted.
No,
And
no.
This
Actually,
is-
I think our team has been a team that has been very good about that.
absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
Last time that I've talked with the guys, it's never been just a complete berating of the team. It's like, well, yeah, we expect to win, but so they're
That's a
not
mindset.
delusional. Like,
Right. Well, I think they see, a lot of these schools they're balancing out, and everybody expected us to be on the downslope.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I think for them, there's still a lot to prove. They're not going to get ahead of themselves. Maybe last couple of years, we may have heard that here and there, but they'll never outwardly publicly say it because they've always been kept very, very stoic and quiet with Coach Croston.
Agreed.
And very well respected and disciplined in that manner. But keeping with you have a much improved Herald's team. Their backfield, as far as their defensive backfield, is their strong point of their defense.
Which will be
got
will be a challenge for the Lakers.
absolutely. You've got freshman Carter Beck, and a lot of you guys know Carter Beck out there. He's a great baseball player. He's a multi-sport athlete. He plays basketball, but he's a wide receiver, linebacker, but he leads the team in INTs. He has 2 picks and a couple tackles for a loss. So he's athletic. He can move around.
He's
He's a freshman.
because I saw him pitch against the junior high team last year, and that kid throws smoke. If you get a chance, even if I don't care if you have a kid on the team or not, if you get a chance to go watch this kid throw, dude,
Carter
you will
Beck.
not be disappointed. So there's my compliment. I'm done.
But he's athletic, and I think St. John's in general is just excited about having a kingpin per se on their squad in whatever sport it is. But you also have Carl Fasano at the defensive end, Bobby Chenault. He's a north-south downhill runner. So they have him, and they have Newsom. The Thunder Lightning combination. And then their D line has a couple young guys. Jaden Holmes, Corey Davis, that are starting to get better. Are they good enough to be able to change the course of the game? I don't believe so, not tonight at least. But you know what? That's why you play the game.
And I'm gonna go ahead and make a comment based on the comments that were made on the show last night by our counterpart. I do agree with them. I love the attitude.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the confidence.
You have
I love
to.
that type of. Let's go.
And I think we see that because we have the same attitude.
Yeah.
But that's what winning franchises, winning schools, winning
But
programs.
would have heard that in the last 2 years from them? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
So I think this is an opportunity for them to really latch on to that type of attitude and take it on the field.
Absolutely. They've always had a couple of guys here and there that were really good talents. Scatter them across the basketball court, football field. They used to have a couple of playmakers that were really good, but they didn't have the rest of the puzzle pieces together. Baseball, they put together a hell of a team last year.
Yeah.
So I think they're in the right direction as far as that goes. However, talking football, it's going to be a different story. And we'll get back to that.
Yeah, we will. So, great attitude, boys, but not today.
So
And the reason why you got the 4 horsemen:
the 4 horsemen.
Justin Britton, Casey Bailey, Sean Croston, and Chase
Chase Faulkner. You're talking between just the 3 of those 4 horsemen, you have 8 touchdowns. Jay has 9 through the air. Justin has 9 touchdowns passing. You have Faulkner, 410 yards, 5 receptions for a touchdown. You have Croston, 184 yards receiving, 4 touchdown receptions. And then again, you started to see the breakout of Alex Simon last week.
Yes,
He joined the party.
you did join the party. And should we go ahead and
Yeah. We can transition. This is a great transition.
This is going to be a great transition. So congratulations to Alex Simon. You are the Russell's Damn Good Play of the Week. And that was through our voting on Instagram. So congratulations to Alex. You'll be receiving a Russell's hat and a $10 gift card so he can go get a pulled pork sandwich or whatever he chooses to eat.
Whichever you'd like. So
But that's that Alex. It was great to see him start getting in the fold, and the diving catch was beautiful.
and you guys will see that here shortly in a minute or two. But he started off where he dropped an easy ball. I think he's been pressing all year, and started off great against Mineral Ridge, but he's been missing for a couple games. And then last week, I'm sorry, he had that one, and I think he would probably admit it. It was an easy one, but I think he knew he had the end zone right there. So
And sometimes those are the most difficult.
They are.
I don't know why it is, but sometimes it is. It
and
just
it's one
happens
of
that
those
way.
things where it's like you try so hard because you're talented. And it was awesome to see that Britton didn't give up going back to him.
Right.
So he started getting them on routes that he knew he was going to be surefire to catch. And then he ends up just balling out last game. And great to see. That's just yet another weapon in their arsenal.
It is. And speaking of balling out, so on the offensive side of the ball, there was a lot going on. So we went ahead and decided to talk to a couple defenders. And I'm kicking myself now because I went to chase him down. Kason Bailey getting in the end zone 4 times. I was like, you know what? I got to talk to this kid. And he had already left, which is unfortunate. But Kason, we wanted to make sure we called you out because you had a fantastic game.
He is the king of the breakout run. I mean, last game, 39-yard scamper right up the middle.
The game before that.
The game, in the second half,
Oh,
he
yeah.
had another 30-yard run up there. I mean, he breaks off huge chunks of yards, 10, 15 yards at a time. He's the quick strike capability guy.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think he's proven that.
he has. And then the 4 tutties, I mean,
That's a fun night.
it was a real fun night offensively.
Yeah.
And then so we're gonna catch up with you guys and make sure that we take care of them the right way.
Yep.
You got a T-shirt coming your way, dude. He's got to get at least a T-shirt.
I know. I think he got dog. He got dog. And another guy that got dog. The Don. The Hawk.
Oh,
The Don.
Donnie-O.
Donnie-O.
Breaks
off
a 39-yard touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah, but this kid, watching him grind to get the time that he gets, and then what he's doing with the time that he gets. I think if you're Coach Crossan, you got to be looking at him and thinking, all right, I have 2 running backs now.
You do?
And not that I'm sure he's aware of it, but still, you've got 2 solid guys that you can rely on that can move the ball. So
He's a good change of pace back.
Yes.
I mean, you got Bailey. I mean, Bailey's not as big as Donnie-O. Donnie-O, he can deliver punishing blows. And that's not, that limerick wasn't done on purpose. So. But I think that's partly why Coach Crossan put him in at kick return, because he knows he's going to get a hard-nosed runner. And he puts the Lakers in great offensive field position to start off with the kickoff.
I think he has returned it before the 30-yard marker.
Right.
I may be wrong, but it has to be between 30 and 35.
Yeah, he has absolutely been like one of those unexpected shining stars that you get. And I mean, how awesome it is to know that Bailey needs a breather. If any of those other guys need to come off the field, you got to do it's going to be putting in 120%. And hey, if you need a hitman, a guy that's going to deliver something harsh, that's your guy. He doesn't stop running. So good for him, man. I love it. I love seeing that.
Me too. It's been enjoyable up to this point, and I can't imagine it's going to get I can't imagine that's going to go away.
You know what? So you're talking to the defensive guys.
Yeah.
Aside from last week for the points, I think there was a lot of, maybe some mental lapses. Maybe they were 100% locked in. I think that won't happen again. But you got a defensive front that, dude, they're vicious. I mean, you're talking, there were 2 weeks in a row that you got 2 mobile quarterbacks with arms that were on the run every snap.
And I think a lot of that can be attributed to Maximus.
I mean, Absolutely.
the junior,
Yeah,
and the other junior, Carter Tish.
Carter Tish.
And we obviously we got to talk to them after the game. But Carter, I felt like I was saying his name every other play. Just just getting in the mix or being the second guy to help bring a guy down. Like
Yeah.
he just had a nose for the ball.
And you want guys like that.
Yes, absolutely.
You want guys that know that, hey, the guy's still not down. Hey, you can add a hit into. Go deliver your blow. And then you got those guys that are doing it. Not to mention, Geisinger. Geisinger's constantly chasing, flushing the quarterback out of the pocket. And then Stuart Jennett. Now that Stuart had that injury first game, he's kind of gotten his little flow. You've got a front that is, they're problems for a defensive coach. And Coach Delgosh over tonight, over the Heralds, I don't know if he necessarily knows how much of a job that he has in front of him. Because that's just the front.
Yeah,
That's just the gatekeeper.
right. And then you got the backers. You got Sean, and then Simon, who's moved over to the linebacker out of the cornerback position. And who's our middle? I don't even know.
So you got Slip Lily that's back.
Really free safety. But
You got the Dennis that's back there. He's still young. He's learning. But, you got Simon that's back there. So
I think it's Kaysen,
and Kaysen's back there. That's right. I mean, in addition to running the ball, he's delivered some punishing licks. Him and Falkman have some highlights.
Yeah, they do.
And then you'll see in the highlight here, Alex Simon put a lick on the quarterback last week that, again, these guys are
They
hungry.
like to hit.
They love to
They
hit.
love to hit. I
Who
mean,
doesn't? But they do. They love it even more.
yeah. And it starts in junior high, baby. Boys get hit.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
give us an update on you guys before we hit to the highlight reel.
we're still working.
Still working.
That's all. We're still working. We're ready to go.
Work in progress.
Always, every day. I will say this: great group, good work ethic for how young they are. Eager to learn. A lot of questions being asked, not because they don't know what they're doing. It's how do I do better? So I love what they bring to the table, and it's a little early to say, but I can't wait to see what these guys bring as they become younger. It's rewarding. It's fun. They're funny. That's what they work on. So we have a good time.
You love that the future is bright there coming up. Kind of reload.
Yep. So with that, let's take a look at the future now.
All right.
Highlights from last week.
All right.
So
Let's hit it up.
who you get? Come on now.
A great shot, by the way. Whoever the single photographer was, excellent job. You got the Lakers just like lining up. Falkman recognized the tackle. Britain goes from the quick strike. Falkman dropped the race. 91 yards. There's not a soul in sight that's going to catch the field. Burning rubber. Mustangs left in the dust. You know what? You can have your Ford Mustang. Ain't going to help. And they get on board quickly. Some Daily puts in the 2. And they're off to the race. After a couple of scores, trading force, Matthews gets in before VGU, get a punt. And here you have Justin Britton rolling out to the right, recognizes it, fine shot Boston in the flat there, and stiff arms somebody into the ground. And he makes a move, and he's going to quit, runs in the fader, and the Lakers were off and running offensively, and they're in control of the game. Again, there's the Alex Simon that literally breaks the quarterback in half. And again, here we go. Lakers getting the ball back, and Britain was just amazing this game. Finds Falkman on the seam. They're putting points up worse than a pinball machine. I mean, this game was crazy with all the offense, and indicative of what's happening here. Again, here's your best damn play of the week. You get Britain leading his receivers. Alex Simon makes a driving 30-yard catch. Ridiculous. It didn't lead to points, but it led to some good momentum heading to that. And here you have Britain finding Falkman. Again, he finds great blocking. Simon's blocking dudes down, 20 yards down the field. I mean, it sets them up into perfect position. And I think the next play here, you're going to see, earlier, we didn't show it, but Taysom Bailey goes afraid of the guy. Makes one hit and then not even touch. And the Lakers are off and running. Offensively, couldn't be stopped. And it was just a matter of how many defensive opportunities get. Here, Patty's there. Movement next to point through. I mean, you're talking now, it's about a kicker. You got two kickers, but again, kicking is going to be huge. Later next drive. We've got Britton rolling. And then look at Sean Boston coming out of the backfield. Amazing play over the center spot. The Lakers, they're just pulling things out of the air. I mean, these plays are very happy. Now look at this stuff. 6th Street, bowling. You could see the street growth. And you gotta appreciate it. And the thing about it is, look at it. Got the Heralds coming in here, so lots to look forward to. I know that they're excited, but we're also excited.
They are excited, and they have you guys make some noise over in the corner. Thanks for coming out. So we have some people making the trip. That
Gotta
they
love
say
it.
they know you.
There might be some people who
There
know
might
me,
be
so
some people.
my eyesight's pretty bad. But
But
which is
no, in
awesome
all
to see.
seriousness, thank you guys for coming
Absolutely.
out, supporting our local establishment, being with us. So
And that's the whole point of these shows too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to get. We have a great establishment here in the community, and we just want to make sure that that these people at Stable get their due. They put on a phenomenal
They let us be
representation of the
here,
community every week. Even though as degenerate as we may be, we're not professionals. You listen to our broadcast, but one thing's for certain: you're gonna get a good, entertaining game.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh, and I guess that leads us up to just our in closing here.
Yeah. Sam,
Sam,
you tried to pull a fast one on us. You tried to pull a fast one on us last night.
no,
We can't let you get away with it.
no.
So I had to make a little phone call, and we went ahead and made this happen. So our picks for tonight. Go ahead, George.
Well, you can go first.
I'll go first.
You go
Okay.
first.
I will be taking the Lakers. Was it a 39-point spread?
Drew Pastor, yeah, he has PB by 39. DJ Oakley, yeah, you. I believe in this. I'm sold on these interviews. He took the Heralds.
All right.
Other guy who I don't know his name. He learned his lesson the last time, not picking him. He's going with St. John. Sam, I understand you're going to pick your
I get it. I'm in the same
However-
boat with Sam, but this is my alma mater.
And when it comes to the creative input and stealing of ideas, sir, it just doesn't work.
Unforgivable, Sam.
You're taking, obviously, Lakers with the points. Or without the
Absolutely.
points. Don't even need the points.
I'm just taking the Lakers straight up.
And Sammy, this one's for you.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for being here, and thank you for joining the show. We'll see you next week on Thursday. We'll be back here Thursday. Away game for the Lakers. If you want to continue the party, continue it with us over at the Warship at 7 o'clock. We'll see you there.
Thanks for watching.
Light show! It's a light show! Light show tomorrow!